So here we go, yet another page in this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Familiar feeling this for you, Jim?
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be prepared to fight for everything, and courage to be daring, to stand up and to commit yourself.
And already we're underway here. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Messi. Pepe makes the interception. James aims beyond the defence, and that's played in low. Out towards the flank. In by James.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box. Lionel Messi, Peter. Now, there's a player who could make a mug out of anyone.
Plenty of examples of that, Jim.
Yeah, I remember when his former mentor was managing Germany's winning machine, a machine that had hammered Messi's side 7-0 on aggregate not too long before.
Very different story that night, though. 2 goals in 2 minutes, he was a bit special.
And a few doubts about him before the match on account of him not scoring in the previous couple of rounds. How wrong was that?
Played over towards the opposite flank, and it's Cruyff. Ibrahimovic. Roberto Carlos.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
That's an imaginative pass. Van der Ven cuts it out. Messi. Pelé. It's a pretty loose pass. He won't be happy with that one. Cruyff. And the counter is on. Back into the middle. Jordan Henderson. Messi. A player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Conte. And it's Roberto Carlos. Cruyff! A real chance and a real let-off.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Thuram. Roberto Carlos.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Roberto Carlos. Cruyff. And it's Roberto Carlos. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Ah, that's a fine interception. Gattuso. Chance here to counter. Pass somewhat off target. Cruyff. A probing pass. That's been cut out, well played. Cruyff. And it's Conte. Gattuso. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution.
And a chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Maicon hurtling down that right flank. Looking to play him in. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Spread out to the left. Now it's Hullet. Gattuso. And the whistle goes for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Substitution on the field, number 14, Johan Cruyff. Coming on to replace him is number 9, Bale.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. So the first half brought no goals. Nice looking ball. Bale. Oh, that's a fine challenge. And that was very necessary. Truthfully, it was... Oh, he certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Chelsea do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Oh, a delicate chip through. Cruyff cuts out the pass. James. Now Van de Ven. And it's James. And here's Messi. Oh, good-looking ball. Cruyff. That's a foul, no two ways about it. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Not too many have the power or indeed the accuracy from this range. Would he dare to have a go? That was travelling. Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Pass just lacking in accuracy. 60 minutes played. Out to the right. Maicon picks it up out wide. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's managed to gift it back. Cruyff. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Now James. Chelsea perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Conte plays the return pass. Thuram gets across to intercept that, and it's Bale. And that pass just didn't quite work. Cruyff. Pelé.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Roberto Carlos. Great run on the overlap here. Gattuso did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, that's fabulous. Jordan Henderson. Messi. Passing is crisp and sharp. Goes forward. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Now the ball in. It is a corner, good chance.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And it's Hullet.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Substitution on the field. Number 18, Ibrahimovic. Number 32, Camargo. Number 23,
sharp little ball here.
Gattuso. Number 22, Hullet. Coming on the field, number 17, Cristiano Ronaldo.
James.
Number 37, Van de
Can he
Beek.
spark a counter
Number
here?
2, Makalele.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
Rui Costa. Substitution in progress.
And here's Rui Costa. And this is Ronaldo. Manchester United needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top. Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
That's a cute ball. Oh, played right into his path.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Referee's given a throw. Oh no, what has happened here? And he's worked it through, and it's made its way to him. Real chance! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
90 minutes gone and nothing to show. Played back. And the pass is intercepted. Searching pass he's played there. Rui Costa to Cristiano Ronaldo. That ball looks a good one. He's shifting through the gears here. Thuram couldn't squeeze it through. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before, It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be, all stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So bring it on.
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive, and there's going to be a big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talkers to ensure that everyone plays the game, and not this occasion.
And already we're underway here.
It's rare for me to look at a fullback as a potential match winner, Peter, but with Roberto Carlos, I can make an exception.
He's not a defender at all, is he? He's a winger more than that.
Exactly, the Brazilian Express, up and down the line all the time, and a taker of audacious free kicks.
DiMarco. In by DiMarco. Beckham. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Roberto Carlos. Cruyff. That is Conte. Now it's Cruyff. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos delivers. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played.
And he shoots! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And it's Roberto Carlos. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Cruyff. Plays a sharp little ball here. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Manchester United with the corner, they're first. James with the short one. Well, they want another corner, and it looks as though they're going to get it. Manchester United have their second corner now. James plays it short. Roberto Carlos. Cleared without complication. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Maicon. That's an imaginative pass. Chelsea are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. James. James hurtling down that right flank. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Manchester United have their third corner. They've played it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And that pass just didn't quite work. Manchester United look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Thuram for Messi. Roberto Carlos. Searching pass he's played there. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now he's got space here. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. And he cuts out the supply. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Played with finesse. Schmeichel gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Conte. And it's Messi. Jordan Henderson is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. James. Manchester United finding their passes. Looking to play him in. Pepe. Gattuso. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, perfectly measured that. James. And there's the end of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor.
So
Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems
Ours, of
a little
course.
hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And the action is back underway.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
James. And it's Beckham. And this is Beckham. Gets his head on it! Maldini gets rid without sophistication. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
The referee has given a corner. Punched away. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Roberto Carlos. Cruyff. Looking for options for movement. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Ambitious ball here. He won't be happy with that one. James. Now it's Beckham. Bale. And it's gone all the way through to the keeper. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Jordan Henderson. It's a promising position, and he's cut it out. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
Roberto Carlos. Well, that pass isn't the best.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Maicon's cross. Cruyff. Now it's Hullet. Oh, played right into his path, and it's been given away. Good take. Great chance! And again! He's scored! Finally the breakthrough!
What a time to take the lead, but now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
Beckham duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Manchester United are in front now, the game's only goal.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Substitution on the field. Number 14, Johan Cruyff.
Van der Ven.
Number 23, Gattuso.
So, Jim, what are you
Coming
thinking?
on the field.
Well, the stats are pretty
Number
telling here. It's
22,
hard to argue with the
Hullet.
scoreline when you
Number
carry so
4,
little threat.
Rui Costa. Substitution.
DiMarco. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, perfectly measured that. Hullet gets through on his own. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced. Messi! Manchester United get their fourth corner. James goes short, played in, and he's taking no chances there. Knocks it out wide. Thuram cuts it out.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going.
He's having a shot! It's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Substitution on the field. Number 6, Michael.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Number 7.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
That's an excellent interception. And that has been clubbed away. Rui Costa. Oh, such a clever touch. In by Rui Costa. Up he goes! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
Into the last 5 minutes. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Conte. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Oh, what a mistake! Now it's Rui Costa. Thuram gets across to intercept that.
There will be 3
Board
minutes
shows there will be
time.
3 extra minutes. Conte. Now it's Rui Costa. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Substitution on the field. Number 32, DeMarco. Coming on
that
to
looks a
replace
decent
him
ball.
is number 37,
Conte.
Van der Ven.
Can he get on the end of this? And time is up. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No. So we're all raring to go again. In life, of course, there's so much more important than this game, and yet this game feels so important. It is crucial, imperative that the teams harbouring ambitions to go a long way come smoothly out of the blocks here, and it's all building up very nicely. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And already we're underway here. Oh, shooting chance! Hermoso is there, and he can get that clear. Tries to pass it through. Picked out brilliantly. Otto, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Ibrahimovic! Oh, crossbar! Distributed tidily. And it's Otto. Now, can they get him away? Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And we have our very first corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now a sudden chance to counter. This looks promising. Chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Dovbyk. Good ball, good take. Pellegrini showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And he shoots! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
And he's gone looking for safety. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Kone.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Now it's Reinders, and this is Rui Costa. Well read, and the danger is averted. Kone. Hermoso. Pellegrini. Now Hermoso. Ndika. And it's Pellegrini. Kone. And here's Dovbyk. And he's managed to get free. Big chance! Kone gets flagged offside. Ndika. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Dovbyk. And here's Pellegrini. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's having a go! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Kone clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Pullet. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Takes the shot! Oh my word, that is quite something! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And he is away! The launch of a brand new hero! Any deeper thoughts about that goal?
I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's real.
And Hullet! Really well taken goal. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Indica. Now it's Dovbik. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. And this is Hullet. And this is Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic! Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Cristante. Now Soulé. Not the most accurate pass. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Out towards the flank. Celik cuts it out. And that was very necessary. Looking to play him in. And the shot! It's hit the upright. Cleared without complication. Lovely pass, but great chance! And it's there! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
A case now of complete control.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Looking for options for movement. Hangs in a cross. He's got full. He's got a goal. They forced the error and extracted the... And there is the half-time whistle.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Well, that has been a goal-blessed half. It is 3-1. So we're just settling back into this second half. And it's Celik. Swings in across. Good read, needed to be. That's a sharp pass. Serginho. Here's a sharp little ball here. Hullet. That's good play. Reinders. Can he finish? Decent enough try.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Indica. And it's Cristante. Soulé. Dovbik. Celik providing an outlet on that flank. Pellegrini! And he hits the net! The second half off to a spectacular start! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
We have got ourselves a game here.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Celik tries across. Danger averted for now. Soulé. Gattuso proves too strong, too smart. Played into the box.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
That is an excellent defensive intervention from the front man. Pullet absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Pullet under intense pressure.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Kone. Now Sule. Nicely weighted ball. Yildiz has it out wide and in space. Back in once more. Dovbik.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Sule has created one goal already. That's good running with the ball. And this is Pullet. And he's ready. Shoots! It's there! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Dovbik. Well, that looks a decent ball. Kone.
This is the time you need that pace.
Hernandez going full steam ahead down the left flank. He's got away. It'll be a throw-in.
Substitution on the field. Number 25, Pullet.
And here's
Coming on the
Yildiz.
field is number 11,
Kone.
Lorenzo Insigne. Substitution in
Pulisic.
progress.
Great vision. Oh, good ball. It's Ibrahimovic. He should have put that one away.
Well, there's a bit complacent there, I thought, Peter. Maybe he thinks the game is already won.
Mancini. Pressing high and with purpose. Yildiz with the foul. And it's Kone. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Oh, that was vital. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Back into the middle. Mignon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Pulisic aims beyond the defence. And this is Insigne. Shot, surely! Oh, taken with style! And the lead is extended still further. That was a given, it always was.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
And he's done it again, he's got his second. So now The difference is 3.
4 added minutes has
Insigne.
been indicated.
Oh, really good feet. Dybala wins the duel this time. Cristante. Yildiz chasing after it. Oh, Red, nice interception. Hermoso. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. He's got tall!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Berardi. It's a good foot in there. Looking for a runner. Tries to get it clear. It's a throw-in. Ibrahimovic receives it in a wide position. And he's chance! Superb goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. Ibrahimovic running with the ball. Just about within shooting range. He's got away with one there.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
It's gone for a throw-in. Ah, good steal, he just read it. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Hernandez. Gattuso driving on and making good progress.
Oh, it's great work in terms of both purpose and intensity.
Maremovic. Kone. Passing is crisp and sharp. That has not gone well. Rui Costa puts his foot on the gas. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Pullet plays it in. Big header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
And it's Berardi. It's a good run down the left-hand side, and he's managed to get free. Hernandez with the delivery. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Pass somewhat off target. Berardi, he's got away. Baresi goes on a run down the left wing. An instinctive Ibrahimovic! That was superb goalkeeping.
Ibrahimovic is offering a right smile there.
Showing good feet. And that's aimed in. Up he goes! It's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And it's Berardi. Matic. Aimed beyond the defence. Now it's Pullet. And the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And we have our very first corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Looks to the other side.
Good switch, that.
Hernandez. Serginho. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Pinamonti. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And a chance! And yes, it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
to be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Now that looks a decent ball. Bullet is wide and looking to get onto this. Climbs up big! Oh, it needed better placement. He came in hard, very hard. And it's Hullet. Reinders. Can he finish? He has done it! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Gol! Numero 9.
And there's the end of the first half. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. It's a promising position. He is through here.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Serginho. That's very neat. Cross to the back post. Punched away. That's a good ball.
That will annoy the manager.
Bullet! It's anyone's ball now. He'll try to keep this alive. That is lovely. And it's Walker. Delivery from Walker.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And he's taking no chances there. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough, but I suppose better late than never.
Serginho goes pelting down that left-hand side. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Oh, smashing header! Decent chance, that is a fine delivery.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 6.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Now it's Pinamonti. Matic. And he's away. And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, such a clever touch. Big chance! And he couldn't quite make it 6.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Berardi, he has found the way through, and he's picked out the run. Bullet. Played through into space. Serginho gets into a good position. Serginho, ball driven towards the... Oh, what a climb! Kone, 75 minutes played. Pinamonti, and that is exemplary defending.
Some inspired work that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing.
He's had a shot! Played up towards the front line, and once more he proves rigid and robust.
Reinders really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 10, numero 20. Lasciano il campo per il numero 77, il numero 45. Cambio di giocatore.
Gattuso concedes a free kick for that. Matic. Now Pinamonti.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, well measured. Insigne, Lorenzo Insigne. Can he finish? It's there! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Maremovic. Muscular approach does pay off here. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Matic. And it's Kone. Pinches it off him. He's on it. Can he get away? He's through, and the shot! He can get that clear. Walker. Walker with the cross. A heavy challenge.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Matic. Kone. Now Muharemovic. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating...